Well, it was never a question of really where the Beavers would be playing, but who exactly they'd be facing. Of course, 1 week ago today, the latest bracketology, of course, predicting that Oregon State would be the 3 seed in the Albany bracket, taking on Portland. And while the bracketology got at least somewhat of that right, the Beavers being announced as the 3 seed today, playing in that first Albany bracket, their opponent a little bit different. Oregon will, of course, now be facing 14th seeded Eastern Washington later on this week, either on Friday or Saturday, right here in Corvallis. Now, of course, Beaver fans and even some of the Beaver players in Talia von Oelhoffen were all praying that they would somehow get in that Portland bracket. And although that might not be the case, this Beaver squad is ready for anything this time around. And look, this season, let's be honest, it's been something truly special for the Oregon State women. They were initially predicted to finish 10th in the Pac-12 conference. They, of course, finished in 4th place. They, of course, beat a top 5 team on the road this season. They had game winners in Gill. It's been just absolutely magical for the Beavers. And, of course, getting that number 3 seed means that the Beavers will, of course, have 2 home games as well, at least in these opening 2 rounds of the March Madness tournament. Now, look, again, despite the squad wanting to play in Portland and have all these amazing fans here to not only support the Beavers in Gill, but of course, if they were to eventually make their way up to Portland, they're ready to be able to hit the road if they need to, and of course take on any squad that they may face along the way, even potential squads like South Carolina. And look, earlier today, head coach Scott Ruick said that he really found out that he believed that this team could take on any challenge earlier on the season when the Beavs beat, of course, Arizona in a tough game. And now, since then, Oregon State has just been moving forward towards their goal. They're now in the March Madness tournament, and for sophomore forward Reagan Beers, it's a dream come true.
I thought that was without question. But being really good at closing out tough teams and finding ways to win every night and develop that ultimate belief in yourself takes moments like that. And so when this team rose up, came from 5 down in the last 25 seconds and won that game in overtime, overcoming any doubt we may have had previously, that night I thought was the catalyst to everything that's happened since.
It's so huge. I am so glad that I get this opportunity. Obviously, we didn't earn a higher seed in the beginning of the season. That 10th seed is what they had to give us, and I don't blame them one bit. We didn't earn that last year with our record, and so we deserve to be in that 10th spot. So we just saw that as an opportunity to prove everybody wrong and get better this year. Obviously, we had a lot of new pieces that we had to work with, freshmen and transfers all over the place, and so it was fun to figure that out, piece it together, and end up being a 3 seed in the tournament.